Oh no, pizza's coming to get me. Oh no, Tony Pizza is deadly. Oh no, fuck this, I better get ready. Cause oh no, pizza's gonna behead me. Oh no, pizza's coming to get me. Oh no, Tony Pizza is deadly. Oh no, fuck this, I better get ready. Cause oh no, pizza's gonna behead me. Pizza, so you think you're a wise guy? How come you backed out when you could've came here with 5 guys? Speaking of 5 guys, since you're on your way, bring me a burger and don't forget about my fries. And boy, oh boy, 5 guys get you excited. And boy, oh boy, 5 guys, you'll be delighted. You have chicken skin yet? You homeless punk fairy, you're probably into bears. Fat, bloated, and hairy. Tony Pizza is the tranny, that blue stand-up guy. Sacchio admitted, you know it's him who did it. And Pizza is the dude that your love vendors were planted by. Yizzo! Oh no, pizza's coming to get me. Oh no, Tony Pizza is deadly. Oh no, fuck this, I better get ready. Cause oh no, pizza's gonna behead me. Oh no, pizza's coming to get me. Oh no, Tony Pizza is deadly. Oh no, fuck this, I better get ready. Cause oh no, pizza's gonna There's pineapple on this pizza, cause he's a fucking fruit. Shacked up with Hector, taking it in his poop chute. He is scum, a crumb, a useless fucking bum. Any neighborhood he moves to instantly becomes a slum. Drinking rum and coke, cause your favorite things are coke and rum. Talk about FBS all day, till your face is numb. No teeth in your mouth, you probably couldn't chew a plum. Can barely read or write, cause this motherfucker is dumb. Keep fucking with people and one day you will succumb. In Greenwich Village screaming, Charlie, they took my thumb. Oh no, pizza's coming to get me. Oh no, Tony Pizza is deadly. Oh no, fuck this, I better get ready. Cause oh no, pizza's gonna behead me. Oh no, pizza's coming to get me. Oh no, Tony Pizza is deadly. Oh no, fuck this, I better get ready. Cause oh no, pizza's gonna behead me.
Hey yo, my man, are you a made guy? You're always in hiding, are you afraid I will find out where you live? Go and grab a shiv and stab you in your motherfucking eye.
Tough guy.
You are lazy, you're crazy, and never cease to amaze me. Crying about your hard knock life like your name is Jay-Z. I remember back in the day when you used to praise me. Now you talk shit on the daily like you think you can faze me.
Uh-oh, Tony Pizza's gonna erase me.
Somebody call JC, somebody call JC, cause I need the Bloods and Crips to strap up and come save me.
Tell the truth, little bitch, you would never fucking face me.
You're a phony, a fraud, a fugazi, and I'm FBS, no one can ever replace me.
Yizzo! Fat Bald-Sicilian, and I'm out. Stay bumming fuckface, I hope you die, clown. Peace, 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 peace. Yes!
Yizzo, I really wish that song didn't cut off like that. I don't know what to do. But I got a couple of new songs coming. Oh, yeah. I would like to tell you about one, but I want it to be a surprise. You heard the Raymundi one? I'm gonna work on that. It's not gonna be a whole Raymundi song, but I still have to add 2 more verses. This one I started working on after the first show tonight. Oh, that's gonna be good. You guys are gonna get a kick out of it. This is fucking bizarre, man. 48 people, and there's 3 people in the chat. 4 people. What the fuck is going on? What do I do? Do I need to unblock a bunch of people? I don't know, guys. Maybe you're just not commenting. It's late. You're tired. I don't know. 50 people now. Bobby, Michael, we love you more. Steve, BTF. Sally, oh, you're in the bushes? Gotcha. Don't get lost in there. It's dark out. Oh, your ego counts for 5? Not bad. Not bad. Mine would probably be 6. Was good, Stevie the Gypsy. How the fuck is you? 50 people still. You guys remember Howard Stern, Eric the Midget, 50 tickets? Who knows what I'm talking about? Tell me right now. The pillow bushes. That sounds good. I'd love to be in bed right now. Oh, you know, I'm starting to appreciate bed more and more lately. I truly look forward to going to sleep now. Usually I don't want to. I want to stay up and do shit. But now it's like, and the last like 3 days, I don't know why. but I slept well. Like I sleep like a solid 7 hours. I wake up. Today was crazy. Today I woke up just full of energy, insane. Like usually I'm not like that, at least not lately. Man, I was so full of fucking energy. I immediately started doing shit around the house. Tadeo, what's up, bro? Mod D. What does that mean, Sacramento, Stevie the Gypsy? Did I ask a question where the answer would be Sacramento? I don't know. Anyway, I knew the wind was outrageous today and I shouldn't have gone skating, but I did anyway. I went to the place in Lancaster and I skated for, one of them, the one I'm usually at. I skated for like 30 minutes solid. That was it. The wind was insane. It was crazy. So I just skated as much as I could. Nobody else was there. It was beautiful. Got as much skating in as I could. And then I left there and I went to a place. I posted the picture in my community. It's in Lidditz. It's funny. Joey Dime sent me a video the other day where the news anchor pronounces it Lititz, but it's actually called Lidditz. It was voted like the coolest town in America or some shit. I don't know about all that. But I went to that skate park and I was going to go live, but it was so fucking cold, man. So I skated there for like another 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I did take a tumble, though. That place is like covered with trees. Bad fucking idea for a skate park. And I saw some little sticks and shit on the ground, but I was like, I can get around those. Wrong. I was going so fucking fast at one point that I don't know. I guess I just didn't see it. I hit a stick and I just went tumbling forward like about 15 feet. Fucked both my knees up, my wrist again. But hey, I got right back up and started skating. Little tits. Here, let me see. I'll show you guys something funny. Malik Irvin, $4.99. I'm here, but I'm hiding in the shadows. Pizza scares me. I understand, Malik. Thank you for the $4.99. Maybe, but I'm bummed. PTF Phoenix. Let me see here real quick. I spelled that wrong. Try that again. All right. Here, check this out. Big Tits Skate Park where I want to be, Balla Balla. I feel you. Listen.
Here's some other great town names. Lititz.
What? Sure. No, that's not right.
Not right. B-double-O-B. Boom.
It's called
La Teats.
Can I ask the producer, did she say that right?
I don't know. That's how
I
it's
think you
spelled.
got it right.
It's spelled.
No, it's Lidditz.
Lidditz. You were in the ballpark.
You're
Your
close.
version's way better than anyone else's.
You're thinking of that club that was down in
Yeah.
Kankakee that Paul and I used to go to.
Wait,
That's
show
a
me
different
again.
place.
Sam, look at how it's spelled.
All right. Light it.
All right, so that's enough of that. Yeah. Lititz. Funny, right, Sally? I mean, I guess if you're not from here, I don't know. I'd still say Lidditz. I would assume that's what it is, but I guess depending on how you look at it, Lititz. I don't know. It is actually a cool little town, but you know, other than going to the skate park, one day I was bored and I decided I wanted to check out some places I've never been to. You know, I like doing that sometimes. I like to just drive around. And so I went there and I checked out the town. And it is pretty fucking cool, but, you know, I don't know. It ain't all that. So anyway, I had my fun today. Let me see. I read that one. Titties flying all over the place. I can't believe she didn't get in trouble for that. Lititz. That's funny. The other day, I meant to tell you guys, I went to this skate park with a pump track. I'm going to put up a little video of it tomorrow or something. I might even go there tomorrow, but when I was leaving there. I mean, you guys want to talk about Amish country? Like, Lancaster is not what you think it is. Like, okay, I was just in Lancaster City, for example, right? I mean, I should have taken you on a little tour. It's oh, you're an asshole. It's like a real city. You know what I mean? Lancaster. It's you know, if you woke up there, you wouldn't know if you're in Philly, New York. You wouldn't know where the fuck you are. It's actually a cool little town. It's got some real bad fucking areas, a lot of ghetto and shit. You know, but a lot of nice areas too, with nice restaurants and stores and all types of cool shit. But when you go out into these areas like where I was the other day, Reamstown, I'm sure Lidditz is probably similar too, but I like I said, I never spent much time there. This fucking Reamstown, man. I was driving home and I couldn't even fucking get it. Was just one Amish buggy after another, after another, after another. I saw something that was so cool. I wish I would have gotten it on camera. It was like some Amish farm. And like the house had like a little stone driveway. And it was like an old man, like maybe the kid's grandfather, a little boy and his grandfather. And they had the little buggy and it was being pulled by a pony, like a tiny little fucking pony. It was the coolest shit ever. He was like training the kid how to steer the cart and all that. So you see a lot of that shit when you go way out into those areas. But people think like Lancaster, like the tourist area and all that shit is like that. It is to an extent, but not much. Like if you go out to the tourist areas like Dutch Wonderland and the outlets and all that stuff, you see some of it, but not like when you're out in those fucking boony ass towns. Holy fuck, man. There's so many Amish people. ETM hated Steve Langford the most. Oh, you're referring to the 50 tickets thing? It's funny as shit ever. Remember Howard said, I can't even believe, 50 tickets could even make an event happen. You remember that? Best blowjob ever was from an Amish chick. Really? Was that on Rumspringa? When they're 16 years old, they get to do Rumspringa, it's called, where they can leave and go live like a regular person for a certain amount of time and decide if they want to stay or not, But if you don't stay, you get shunned. I was watching some travel channel thing where they went to Amish country in Lancaster County, and it was this woman, this pretty attractive woman, but you could tell she wasn't Amish. I mean, she was all done up and shit. And she had her tits out, not literally out, but I mean, like, you could see them. And she was talking about it, how, she went out, Rumspringa, whatever the fuck it is. I think that's what it's called when they leave. I know Rumspringa is a thing. I'm not sure if it's that thing, but I think it is. Maybe not. Let me see. Now I'm doubting myself. What is Rumspringa? In some Amish communities, Rumspringa, meaning running around in Pennsylvania German, is a rite of passage during adolescence, a period of increased freedom and exploration before young people decide whether to join the church and become baptized as adult members. There you go. So anyway, Rumspringa involves 3 guys. Yeah, sowing their wild oats, yeah. Anyway, she was shunned. She was really shunned, and like she went to see her family, and she explained how it is. Like, she doesn't hug and kiss her mother. There's no I love yous, none of that. Her mother is just her friend. Her whole family, they're just friends. She can't be seen as their daughter anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they had to basically disown her. So she's allowed to go visit them, but only as a friend. It's real fucking bizarre. I told you guys, when I was working at that place that I was working at when I started this channel, they told me some shit about these fucking people, man. Amish people are fucked up. And I watched some like YouTube documentaries. Guys, you want to see some crazy shit? Watch some of those YouTube documentaries about what Amish life is really like. Oh my God, the amount of R-ing that goes on and incest, you know what I mean? And all that. It's really disgusting, and it'll just make you sick. They were talking about one case where this young girl, she might have been 14 or something. And her fucking father every night would go in the room with her brothers, and they would all her. And she got so desperate that she actually went to the police, which they don't do in those communities. In those communities, they take care of their own business, you know. And she went to the police, and the police fucking ignored her and said, "This is taken care of in your own community. We don't want no parts of this." And then finally, she went back. I think it happened, you know, several more times, and she went back, and they took it seriously. And I'm pretty sure they all got locked up for a pretty long time, but I can't remember exactly. It is, Bobby. It's disgusting. I mean, there's a lot of that. They say like all the Amish people in Lancaster County trace back to like one family. Okay. There's thousands upon thousands of Amish people here. So what does that tell you? And the reason is because there's no going out and meeting anybody. Think about it. I know. No, they go, that's from the movie Falling Down, if anybody's not aware. They grow up in their community where they're not allowed to go out and explore really and meet other people. All they meet is people within their community, and they're all related. You know what I mean? So that's who they have sex with. That's who they have kids with. It's crazy, man. It is. It really is. A lot of mental, you know, going on in that community because babies are born out of incest and all that shit. It's fucking nuts. It's wild. It is horrifying. It's just a cult. I mean, that's all it is. It really is. So when you move here from a place like New York, I remember we loved seeing shit like that because it was like, oh my God, how cool. You know, it's like, look at the Amish people. Of course, when you come from New York, at least back then, we used to call them Amish people. But, you know, it seems like such a cool thing to see. And you can go on these tours. Like when we used to come to this area just to visit, we would go, you know, your parents from New York, they love seeing shit like that. I don't know what it is, but I used to be dragged along to see these things. This is before we ever lived in Pennsylvania, because I told you we'd go to Dutch Wonderland and Hershey Park and stuff like that. And what was I saying? You could go on these little tours of like Amish homes and Amish farms, and you know, they show you how everything's done and how they live without electricity and how they cook and how they do everything. And it seems like, you know, oh, wow, it's kind of nice. You know, it's this big community where everybody knows each other and, you know, everybody works together. They all help each other. They help each other build things. They help each other farm. You know, what a cool fucking situation. And then you find out some of the facts about that community and you're like, ooh, wow. And this guy that told me this shit, he was born and raised like in an Amish community, but he wasn't Amish. It's like, I don't know. I guess it's like being an Irish guy in an Italian neighborhood. You know, I don't know. I asked him, how's that possible? I forget what he told me, but his family wasn't Amish, but they grew up in an Amish community. And so he knows all about them. And he was like, oh, Chris, it's bad. It's real fucking bad. The shit that goes on, real fucking bad. A lot of drugs and shit too. They think they don't do drugs. Tons of drugs. It's a lot of crazy shit. So anyway, I'm going back up here because I don't want to miss anything. What's up, FBS? Does anyone remember a restaurant in Manhattan called Dick's? No. The only Dick's I know of restaurant is called Dick's Last Resort. They have one in like Inner Harbor. They got them all over the place. And like they treat you like shit. They like throw shit at you and they tell you to go fuck yourself, basically. Like, you'll ask for your drinks and she'll just give you, like, throw the cups at you and tell you to go get your own fucking drink. They put funny hats on you and write fucked up shit on them. It's actually a pretty cool place to go. But other than that, and I'm sure that's not the Dick's you're talking about. I read that. Let me see. There used to be a restaurant in Manhattan called Dick's where everyone was a dick to you. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I was never at that one, but where did we went to the one in Inner Harbor. Me and Shanna, and a long time ago, me and another girlfriend had gone. So I was only there twice. But yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's fun. It's funny as fuck actually, because they really do. Like their whole job is to just treat you like shit. It's funny. Go look up some YouTube videos about how they act at dicks. Is the Amish mafia still active? Fuck out of here. Man, I remember I was talking to my dad back then. That was, I don't know when the fuck that show was on exactly. I don't remember, but last time I spoke to him and his wife, it was I don't know, 2013, something like that. And she was telling me that she knows them all. Like none of them are Amish. I mean, none of them. I don't think a single one is Amish. The guy Levi was like a firefighter or something in Lebanon, or not even Lancaster County, Lebanon County. And I don't think any of them were Amish, if I remember correctly. Like they were just well known around the area and stuff. They're just regular people, and then they kind of got famous because of that stupid show. But yeah. Yeah, I was 19 at a party in the sticks, upstate New York. I should have married her. Wait, what came before that? The Amish chick that gave you a good blowjob? Nice. Yeah, Rumspringa. There was an old English-themed restaurant in Sydney called Dirty Dick's. You were served by bucks and wenches. Oh, for real? Oh, shit. Amish gone wild. Slug, yo. Why aren't you out coaching, bro? They're freaky as hell. Well, you know what it is. I'll tell you what it is. And, you know me, I go way too far with things sometimes. So I got to control myself here. But it's just like, girls who grow up in real religious families. Now, I'm telling you from experience, the way that usually turns out is that as soon as that girl can get the fuck away from her family, and I'm not talking about when she's 25, I'm talking about when she's, 15, 16, she has a little freedom of her own. Oh, she's fucking everything with a dick, everything with a cock. She's fucking and blowing and doing everything else too, because they're sheltered and they can't do any fucking thing. Plus, your kids are always going to rebel. So if you raise your kids telling your kids sex is bad and you don't have sex until marriage and you only have sex to procreate and blah, 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 the first thing she's going to want to do is fuck somebody just for the fuck of it. Just as a big F you to her fucking parents. Like, it's just the way it works, They are some of the freakiest chicks. I used to fuck around with a chick who was a Jehovah's Witness at one point. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Give me chicken skin. Incest, the game the whole family can play. Wow, that's sick, JGP. I've never heard that. Oh, shit. Hard to trust people who have electricity in their homes. Guess so. Let me see. What did I shout out? Bobby Barbarian, $5. Did I shout that out? I'm not sure, but thank you. Anybody want to donate? Come on, do it. Let's do it. Today was decent. That first show is the best show I've had in a while, money-wise. So why not just, top it off with a little bit more money? Many of the girls are married young to the elders. The boys are shunned more often. Competition for the elders. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's really crazy. I just described the pizza family. Oh, my God. Jesus, ball. I'm not even putting that comment up. Tadeo, $9.99 super sticker. Thank you very, very much. It's Todd Long EO. Tadio? Is that right? Tadio? That's got to be it, right? Sorry, I've been pronouncing it wrong. What do I know? What do I feel like I used to see? Were you somewhere else? Were you ever like a pizza guy or something? Because I feel like I used to hear your name all the fucking time. And I feel like it was pronounced the way I was pronouncing it. Pizza is a sandwich. He is in bread. Not bad. Not bad. Wait, E-O. Yeah, Tadio. All right, I think I got it. During World War II, the crazies from hospitals were sent to the Blue Mountains. After 3 generations, their offspring have created a new species. I wouldn't doubt it. Tony B, what's up, brother? War, my man. The ex was a preacher's kid, and you just spoke the truth, bro. FBS. She messed with everything but me. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's true, man. Anytime I see that somebody's a church girl, and I'm not sorry, guys, but in my single life, when I see that a chick is a church girl, I say, oh, yeah, I'm fucking her. I mean, it's going to be easy. You know what I mean? There's no question about it. All you really got to do is ask. Because, again, you know what I mean? It's just like men who tell their white daughters, never be with a black guy. What do you think the first thing she's going to do is? Just fuck a black guy. Everything you ever did to piss her off, she's going to take out on that guy's cock. I guarantee it. No question about it. They are, Tony B. They really are. Oh, they build some crazy shit, man. Do you remember when they started selling those heaters that look like a fireplace? Like, that was a big business for a long time. I'm sure it still is. Fucking millions of those things were sold. Cool as shit, too. Now they build those tiny houses like Don wanted. Don Berlin. I don't know if he got one. He probably did. He wanted one for his property. I was thinking about getting a tiny house for here. For real. Why not? If you ask me who's going to live there, it's none of your business, but I have plans. Balls deep. They could probably build you a skate park. I'm sure they could. They're the best, man. I remember we were in Ocean City one time in the winter, me and Shannon, my stepson. And you could see the boardwalk from the balcony. You know what I mean? We were right there on the boardwalk. And there was a whole like Amish family. And when I say family, there was like 30 of them motherfuckers. And they were like literally like, I guess the boardwalk, maybe in a storm or something, the boardwalk got all fucked up. They were like, it's almost like they were building the boardwalk all over again. They are workers, man. They are no joke. That's all they do from 4 a.m. until whenever the fuck it is they go to bed. It's just work. Anyway, I don't know how we got onto that, but someday I'll drive around. And I did it once, but the footage came out all fucked up. You guys couldn't even see, but they're everywhere. And it's like a novelty that wears off pretty quickly. They just become a pain in the ass. I will tell you what's sad though, is how often, you know, they get in accidents and it's not their fault. Cars hit them all the time. And every time it's so sad because kids die and everything else. Like some of those buggies, there's, 7-8 people in it, small children, older people, everything. And I saw one time, it was actually not far from Dutch Wonderland. And a car hit this buggy, and it was a gruesome fucking scene. I'll just say that. And then I found out later, like all the victims and shit. I'm like, oh. It really is sad. And then they had that girl. I don't know if you guys heard about that girl. Her name was, what was her name? I can't remember now. She has a very common Amish last name. It's like they all have the same last name. And she was leaving like church one day, but the church wasn't like in the Amish community. It was in some town called, I think it's called Bird in Hand. Yeah, I know. There's a bunch of towns in Lancaster, Bird in Hand, Paradise, Intercourse, a lot of, sex related names and stuff. They say you got to go through Intercourse to get to Paradise. That's a little joke they make. Anyway. No, not Patel. No, that's different people, Patel. You ain't shit. I was just at a gas station owned by a Patel. Anyway. It's a sad story because she was leaving the church or whatever. And some guy named Justo Smoker, I think his name was. It's no bullshit. Not like a nickname, his real name. I think it was Justo Smoker. That was his name. Justo, I never heard a name like that before. I think he was like Puerto Rican or black or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck he was. He was definitely not white. I think he was Puerto Rican. He picked her up. Well, didn't pick her up. He forced her into the car, or somehow he got her into the car. And she went missing that day. and they couldn't find her for a while. But this church or whatever had cameras, and they saw her get into the car. You know, there was footage of it. So they got like the description of the car and all that shit. And they found the car. I'm trying to think if the guy was there at the time, the Justo guy. No. There was a sighting of this car in the woods in, I forget what town it was. And they reported it to the police. So they got the license plate and all that shit. They went and picked up the guy and arrested him. He wasn't talking. Never talked to this day, as far as I know. And they went back to where his car was sighted, and they found like her clothing and stuff. And I forget when they actually found her, but I want to say it was like 2 or 3 years later they actually found her. He brutally, R-worded her and killed her and stuff. And I'm pretty sure he's gone forever. Let me see. Just a smoker. Yeah, there he is. Paroled felon pleads guilty to abducting. Oh, hold on. Abducting and killing 18-year-old Amish teenager Linda Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus. That's the name. Stoltzfos. They all have that last name. Sentenced up to 71 years in state prison. June 21st, 2020 it happened. Walking home from church. Yeah. Pleaded guilty to third-degree murder, kidnapping, abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, 2 counts, possession of an instrument of crime. Smoker was promptly sentenced to 35.5 to 71 years in a state correctional institution. From the outset of the case, we sought and secured justice for Linda. How old is this motherfucker? 35. He'll probably get out someday. It's fucked up. I guarantee you he'll get out. He'll get out when he's 60 years old, probably. If not sooner. Why would you... I don't understand. Drug dealers get life sentences for selling drugs. But this motherfucker gets 35.5 to 71 years. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what I'm saying. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense. There's people sitting in federal prison for marijuana felonies to this day. No bullshit. For life sentences and crack and every other fucking drug. But this dickhead will be out in 20 fucking years, probably. Unreal. I told you, I remember one time one of the guys that jumped me when I was 16, they were all a bunch of bad motherfuckers. Except for the kid, Paul, who I beat the shit out of as soon as they walked up in the house. One of the dudes, I was actually showing, I was telling Shanna about the story the other night, and I showed her some things about this dude and stuff. But one of the dudes that jumped me, he later on, he got shot like 13 times sitting in his Suburban in front of this bar called Cheers in York City because he was hustling on a block that I guess some Baltimore guys had claimed, which I'm sure they got killed not long after. Usually don't work out when they try that. It doesn't work out when they try that. But this was like 2008 or something. Anyway, he lived, but not long after that, he got busted. And he was selling, they made it real clear in the headline, York City drug dealer selling crack cocaine, heroin, and some other shit in the suburbs. I forget if it was crack, powder cocaine, and heroin, something like that. In the suburbs. That's how you know a black drug dealer is in big fucking trouble, when they make it known that it was taking place in the suburbs. You don't want to sell drugs to rich white people if you're black and you're from the inner city. It never works out in your favor. And it didn't work out in his because he got 33 years for the drugs, and they raided a storage unit he had. They found he had a bunch of fucking machine guns and bulletproof vests, and he was already a 10-time fucking convicted felon. So he got 33 years. And like a day or two later, I'm in the break room, the same place where I saw this article about him being sentenced. I see a guy R-worded 3 women. I believe it was 3 women. It was either 3 or 4. And he got 4 years. Brutally R-worded 3 or 4 women. I forget what it was. He got a 4 to 8 year sentence, not a 48-year sentence, a 4 to 8 year sentence, which means the way they do it here, he probably did 3 of that, then spent a year in a halfway house, and then the rest of his, 8 years was it was just a tail. He was on parole. So you tell me, you figure that out. You know why it is? It's like I always said, the cops don't give a flying fuck about crime or crime victims. They care about money to fund their own police departments and drug task forces and every fucking thing else. So drug dealing will always be the priority over R wording, over like R wordists, murderers. They don't give a fuck. They want that money. They want that drug money. They want that asset seizure. That's what they care about. That's all they care about. So a drug dealer sells drugs in the suburbs, didn't hurt anybody, and got 33 years. Another guy, R words 3 or 4 women and gets 4 to 8 years. Makes no sense. I never heard of that, Sal D. Felice. Stoltzfus. That's a very common, like most of them have that name. Well, yeah, but that was a crazy situation because usually when the Baltimore guys, especially, starting about 25 years ago, when they started coming to York City to hustle, they would get killed pretty quickly. It was happening all the time. I think one time, a Baltimore dealer's body was found like right at the border of Southern York County, PA, and Maryland, that Freeland Road. It's because of this whole slave thing and all. Freeland Road, that's what it's called, Freeland Road, and the underground tunnel and all that. And I think they killed him and drove him damn near back to Maryland and dropped his fucking body on the side of the road. So it usually don't work out that way, but I guess these guys had come to York City and without anybody finding out what they were up to, they were hustling on this block, and this dude was there doing the same thing, and they shot him 13 times. But his Suburban was like Swiss cheese. They shot his Suburban probably 60 fucking times. My jaw started feeling better. As soon as I found out he got shot all those times, I was happy. I was just a little, upset that he made it. That's all. Not that I know of, to the person who just texted me that. They're the biggest gang, cops, without a doubt. There was a rapper pretty recently that rapped his way into a 45-year RICO sentence by rapping about real murders. AR-Ab was his name. Yeah, I know AR-Ab. Well, not personally. Cam knows him personally. I know of him. He's from Philly. He's a real goon. No joke. He's a real life goon. Yep. But that's what, a lot of these guys do now. They rap about their fucking crimes. There's been a couple of cases out of Philly where the rappers, like, they started record labels, small record labels, with their drug money. And then they just had artist after artist rapping about the drug business they were involved in. And they get indicted. And then, it's like, look at rap now. Like, you got fucking killers. Little Dirk. King Von's dead, but when he was alive, and other ones do it too. They just speak openly about people they killed. You know what I mean? Like, they describe how murders went down and every fucking thing. It's insane. I-83 goes from like Harrisburg to Baltimore. I've never driven on that roadway. Yeah, I don't know if that's. I mean, it has to go further than that in each direction. I don't know how far, but yeah, at least I think so. But yeah, 83. Yep. I'm on that road a lot. Anytime we go to Maryland, or like I was in Baltimore, what is it, a month and a half ago or something. But I take that to a lot of places. 83, like I hop on there to get to that York City skate park because it's faster. Oh man, that sucks. I just got a fucking PayPal notification. I was like, yes. And I looked at it, and it's a $25.44 payment that I had to make to something I pay for. I thought I got a donation. Alpo got shot up. Don't think they caught them. I think they did. I think they eventually did. I think it was just one guy. But yeah, he got killed. And it's amazing, right? Like that motherfucker was going back to Harlem after telling on all those people. And nothing was happening to him. When he got killed, it had nothing to do with him being a rat. It was like over some girl or some shit. Crazy. Or some road rage thing, something. Today's rap is the pinnacle of music across all eras of human history. I don't know about that. What? I don't know. Guys, give me a second. I'll be right back. I have to go do something. All right, I'm back, whether you like it or not. Today's rap sucks tremendously. No, I was gonna say I thought it had to be, but I wasn't sure. Let's see. Lil Purina is doing life, so is Big Catnip. All right, not bad. Big Catnip. And it does suck tremendously, Ball. It's horrible. It's horrible. My fucking head hurts. I don't know what I did. Anyway, I was going to put that show earlier on public because I want Mark to see what I had to say. You know, fucking douchebag. Dickhead that he is. I got something coming for him. You're going to like it. But this jerk off, if you were all here for the first show, he's telling people now that the grift, the imaginary grift that I pull, the grift that nobody can identify or tell you anything about because it doesn't exist. Now he says that I have Shanna call these people and sweet talk, like the donors, call them and sweet talk them to keep the money coming in. And he said that Tom Sheehy was giving me $1,000 a week. A week. Tom Sheehy never gave me $1,000 a week. I assure you. I even when I say $3,000 a month, I'm exaggerating. You fucking dummies. There's no, not even close. Not even close. But, you know, that's why I say those things sometimes because it triggers people like him. And he's sitting around like, you know, oh my God, my fucking head. He's sitting around like stewing over it. Hey, this guy, he got $1,000 a week, however the fuck he talks. And I never even said that amount, you know, dummy. So fucking stupid. But I don't really like fighting back and forth with that dude because, again, this is the main guy that I told everybody when he came around, don't bother with this guy. Don't fucking talk to this guy. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to invite people into MobTube, you know. People like that, he came here just to talk shit. He's a douchebag. It's like you kind of I don't know, validate him, I guess, to some extent, or I don't know. You make him part of this whole fucking thing. It's stupid. And I mean, all of MobTube is stupid too. Don't get me wrong, but we got enough dipshits here. And this guy, first of all, if you're not from the United States of America, oh shit! Wait a minute. Stephen Cordell, $25. Shannon just called me to say pay up. I got to thank her later. See that? I wouldn't have gotten that donation if it wasn't for Shannon at Sweet Talking Steven. I hope you guys had a nice conversation, Steven. Thank you very much for the $25. Oh, God, my fucking head. What was I saying now? Oh, how about forget about it if you're not from the United States. If you're, we have hit him up, New York, New Jersey. Joey Molino is the real deal and like them rats, Frenzy, Sammy the Bull. Yeah, you're right. He is. Anyway, what was I saying again now? Oh, fuck me. I keep forgetting. Shit. What was I saying, guys? Jesse Roth, $4.99. Shanna's cut. I'll make sure she gets it, Jesse. Thank you very much. I have an envelope with all her cash in it. I forgot what I was saying. If one of you wants to remind me, go ahead. I'm not playing the thing back. Oh. Fucking hurts. What was I saying, guys? Fuck me. Do I have to do it? I don't want to do it. It's about that dipshit. Oh, I gotta do it. You're talking about the loser bashing you and telling people to stay away from that person. Oh yeah. Thank you, War. Yeah, we have a bad history here with British people. No offense to any of you in the chat. I'm not talking about you guys in the chat. I'm talking about who was our first British person. Who was our first Brit to enter MobTube as a content creator? Who? Salute to you. Hit him up, NYNJ. Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Josie. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. Josie, After Josie, that should have been it. That should have been like, no more Brits. No fucking more. They're not allowed here. And then this dipshit comes along, and he immediately just starts attacking me and anybody else he could attack. And it's like, why include this guy in anything? Why even talk to him? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know why people do it. Like, people just started like befriending him and watching his show. It's like, do you guys got to watch every fucking show that's on MobTube or even, somehow loosely associated with MobTube? I don't know. Watching a little behind about the Amish. Used to go there on weekend vacations as a kid, would eat the Thanksgiving type meals at Good and Plenty and Plain and Fancy. LOL. I don't remember Plain and Fancy, but I think I remember Good and Plenty. I think I do. I'm not sure, but wow. That was was that like in the 80s? 90s? Yeah, Lancaster's actually a cool fucking place. If you went to Lancaster City, you'd be shocked. Like, holy fuck, it's like a little New York. It's exactly what it is. See, York is different. York is just a ghetto. It's one big ghetto. There are no nice neighborhoods in New York City. If you're there, there's a good chance you're going to become a victim of a violent crime. I'm not even kidding. Look at the stats. Lancaster's not like that. It's actually a nice city that has some ghettos in it. So people that are trying to start channels via MobTube often seem to go bad. Of course. Or they start out bad. What do they come here to do, most of them? They come here to make a name off of my name somehow, either by befriending me or just, bashing me. It's so strange. Like, nobody can just do some sort of content. Just start a channel where you're actually talking about something, and like I did. And then if you get into beefs, okay, then do your thing. It's like they just see, oh, I could just start a channel talking about FBS, and then they do it. It's like, what are you accomplishing? Like, what are you showing everyone? That's all you can do is a channel talking about me. You don't have any imagination, any creativity, any skills, any ideas, nothing. I'll just talk about FBS. And how well does that go for all of them? They don't make any fucking money. Like this Mark dickhead, he was talking in this thing I played earlier about at the end of the video, after calling me a grifter, he's like, I need to make some money. You know, he's like, you know, getting ready to bitch at people. And it's like, what could you possibly make, Mark? Mark, I want you to show me how much money you've made. Show us your Cash App. Show us your fucking your AdSense. Show us what you've been making. I'm curious. I bet you it's fucking pennies. Guarantee it. Looking forward to seeing Alto Nights, Rob De Niro, the GOAT. I heard it's horrible. Where did I hear that? Somebody was just saying that. I don't know. I'm going to watch it probably. I'm not into the mob shit, but that Mob Cops movie, when you watch the trailer, it looks pretty decent, but I don't think it is. It's a Kevin Connolly movie. It's like Gotti 2018. Look at how that turned out. And I heard that Chris Pacello was playing somebody in that movie, or played somebody in that movie. But I looked it up and his name doesn't pop up anywhere. So I don't know. Early 90s, it's closed now. Yeah, good and plenty. It says Easttown Road in Smoketown, PA. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I that sounds so familiar. I feel like I know it. Was that like a buffet style restaurant or not? Where they're friends with you at first and use you to try to build a fan base, then turn on you. Yeah, exactly. You know why they turn on me, right? Because again, it's like I was saying last night about a certain somebody. They all think, everybody looks at this and says, I could do that. Everybody watches my shows and says, oh my God, that's easy. I could do that. And then they attempt it and it's not so easy and they can't do it and they fail miserably. And that's when they start buying subs and views and fucking, they put more money into it than they get out of it. Not the royal you? What do you mean the royal me? Joe, the king, you mean? Yeah. Joe Blow, the reviews are saying Alto Nights bombed the theaters and was bad. Gotta watch it, though. Well, you know why it bombed in the theaters. Nobody gives a fuck about the mob. Nobody, guys. I mean, nobody. I told you, like, when I talk to people about what I do and how this channel started out being about the mob, I'll mention a couple of people. And the only gangster most people ever heard of is fucking Al Capone as far as Italians. I mean, now don't get me wrong, these guys, well, I can't even lie. Like that dude Denny that comes in here, I don't even think he knows anything about the mob. I don't think he ever heard of John Gotti. He's 45 fucking years old. Nobody knows anything about this shit. They don't care about it. They're not into it. See, I think the problem is when you grow up in a bubble, you think that everything outside the bubble is the same as it is inside the bubble, and it's not. Like, we all grew up in not all of us, a lot of us grew up in Italian neighborhoods and Italian families. We ourselves are Italian. You know what I mean? And this shit was a big topic of conversation for decades and decades and decades, you know? So we grew up knowing about it, hearing about it, and taking interest in it. And even if you're not Italian and you're not from a mob area or a fucking, you know, an Italian family, some people just grow up for whatever reason. They start taking interest in mob shit, and then it's so normal to them and it's so cool in a way that it's like, man, everybody must know about this. They don't. Normal people in the suburbs throughout America, they have no idea what the mafia is. And if you were to ask them, they would just say it's a bunch of Italian criminals. That's it. That's what they know. So they'll mention things like Jimmy Hoffa, you know, shit like that. But even the movies, like I'll ask, you know how many guys, I'll mention my interviews. I'll be like, well, you ever see A Bronx Tale? No, I don't think so. You ever see Goodfellas? No. Donnie Brasco? Nope. Okay, a newer one, The Irishman? No, I never heard of that. They just don't know. They don't know. They don't care. Oh. Yeah, that's what I heard, Stevie the Gypsy. Who does he play? Doesn't he play like Costello and the Chin or something? That's what I keep forgetting. Note to self, trash FBS. Yeah, you must do that. It'll work for you. You'll get a huge audience. Oh, God. Guys, I don't know what's going on with my head. Why do I have a shooting pain in my right fucking temple? I think it was like Thanksgiving dinner all the time. Yeah, if it was, I definitely know it. Joe Blow, you definitely know it if you grew up going there as a kid. Those were the vacations as a kid, places like that, and Woodlock Pines or wherever in the Poconos. I don't know about Woodlock Pines, but yeah. Yeah. I'm sure. I almost can picture it. I never liked it, though. As a kid, you know, I just always wanted to be back in New York. I fucking hated it here. Everything about it. I just don't like the suburbs. Can you check your blood pressure, FBS? Shanna's sleeping. I think there might be a blood pressure cuff in the living room. I don't know. Guys, give me just a second. I'll be right back. I don't know what it is, man. Shit hurts. Now I don't want to wake her up. Hey, bro, we need to talk later about our grandfather's one show, you and me. Oh, I'm down, bro. Anytime. I won't bother with my armchair medical advice. I have no training whatsoever. Makes two of us. I don't know, but it fucking hurts, man. I don't like that. I'm on blood pressure medication, but you got me all fucking nervous. Fucking SL Gordon 3. Now I'm like, oh, great. Exactly what time is it going to happen? Fucking, I'm all nervous now. Don't ever Google health problems. It's the worst thing you could ever do. No matter what your symptoms, you have cancer. That's it. You could say my fucking big toe hurts and, you know, the tip of my cock for some reason. There's throbbing pain and it'll say you have some sort of cancer. You could say my earlobe hurts and my left eyelash seems longer than my right eyelash. Cancer. What do you mean, though? It's just my shoulder and my pinky finger. There's a little slight pain that comes and goes. Leukemia. Like, what the fuck? What kind of symptoms are those? It's a shame. I remember my brother. He had like some cyst or something, and they cut it open, and the doctor told him that there's some, it was something crazy. Like there's some white film in his blood or some shit. I'm not making this up. And, you know, it's indicative of, you know, cancer or AIDS. Okay. I swear to God, this happened. And then my brother says, well, oh my God, when are you going to give me my results? Like, what the fuck? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And what do you think happened? 2 weeks later, they call him up. Oh, you're fine. You just had an infection. And that's what I guess they saw or whatever it was that was bothering them. It was just from an infection he had. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Make people suicidal. I got a funny story, but I don't know if I should tell it. It's somebody else's business. I'm no doctor, but a shooting pain in the head has to be brain cancer. Stop it, Malik. Oh, God. Don't even say that, bro. So, there's a woman in my family. Well, yeah, I'm not going to get into it right now, but don't say that. Oh, yeah? I don't even know what I'm on. I take so many things. I don't know which is the atorvastatin, or is that for cholesterol? Lisinopril, carvedilol, spironolactone. I don't know. I don't know what it is that I take. I have no idea. No, that's probably what it is. Where I took double that medication tonight because I'm bloated and I could tell that I'm all filled with fucking fluid, and that might not be helping the situation. All right. But if you do pass away from brain cancer, yes, then I'm going to put that on my application to medical school, or at least it goes on my resume. That's so fucked up to say, bro. Don't put that out into the universe. Oh, God. Fuck that. All right, that's enough of this conversation. You might be on... Now I don't even know what it is. What do I take? Lisinopril, spironolactone, carvedilol. Lisinopril, spironolactone, carvedilol. Maybe I'm not on blood pressure medication. I don't even know. What the fuck is... I don't know. I'm drawing a blank because my fucking head is killing me right now. So who knows? I wish it would come to me, though. Lisinopril. Common blood pressure medications. Oh, yeah. I'm on carvedilol. That's a beta blocker. I'm not on any of these other things. So could that be it? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, this conversation went south. So I'm just going to go, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I hope this show was somewhat interesting. I got $20 in super chats, and I think I made like $30 in cash. It is what it is. It's something. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully my pain will go away. I love you all, and until next time, salute.